Cadillac Sales Director, Michelle Cunningham, coming at you with the Fabulous Friday message. I'm so sorry I forgot to record the call earlier today. We were traveling on an airplane, and I was with both children, and whatever. I kept saying, I'm going to do it, and then I forgot. So I am recording, but I wanted to give you my top 10 list for increasing your sales at all of your parties. And I am on speaker, so I hope you can hear me okay, only because I don't have any other way to see my notes here. So anyway, so my top 10 list for increasing your sales. Number one, I believe, and I'll take myself speaker because there's probably an annoying echo. I believe that the reason I sell a lot is I really connect with people. I think that's such an important part of our business is people walk through the door. We just need to connect with them. The second they walk in or you walk into their house, get to know them. Where are you from? How do you guys know each other? How are you friends? Just small talk. Do you have kids? Awesome. Have you guys been on vacation lately? Just a lot of that. And I change my personality based on the group that I have in front of me. So sometimes you have a quiet group, so I get quieter. Sometimes you have a rowdy group, and I talk less so they can have more fun and be rowdy. So I just it changes. So there's no party that's the same because people sometimes listen to me, sometimes they don't, but I want them to just have a good time. So I'm constantly changing who I am at my parties. But yeah, just being like a chameleon and just melding to people in different ways is, I think, a huge part of it. So that's number one. Hold on, I got to go back to my notes. Okay. Oh, listen more and talk less. Yeah, I think that's super important. I always remember in my head, they say that when you go out to eat with someone, who is the person that should have all their food done first? And it should be you because you were listening the whole time and they were talking. And people love to be heard. So the more that you can listen to them and talk less. Yes, we have an agenda. Yes, we have a party to follow. But if they have a question about a product or something, or they want to talk about something, just listen to that and cut out less of what you're going to say. But always stay on time. Always. I do a 45-minute party, and then I do another hour-long close where, I go through the sets, and then they can sit with me one-on-one. If your party's more than 45 minutes, you start to lose people. They start to be So I tell them it's exactly 2 hours from start to finish, and I honor that. And so if we're running behind, I speed up through stuff because I know that I'm going to lose sales if I slow down or if the party runs over because they told their family they were going to be home at a certain time. And, now they've got to leave and they're like, wait, lady, you're still talking. This is crazy. This is not what I signed up for. So whatever you tell them, make sure that that's what you honor for your amount of time for your party. Okay, number 3. Got to go back to my list. Okay. Share the benefits of how it can help her. Yeah, sometimes we're just this is a product. It helps even out skin tone. But what that means for you, the benefit is, what that means for you is, the number one reason that women look older is they have uneven skin tone. They have spots on their skin. So evening out your skin tone is going to make you look younger. This can shave off 10 years by using a product like this. So not just what it does, but what's the benefit to her. Sometimes people can't relay that in their head, but they will remember that story wait, that lady said that number one reason people look older is spots on their skin. Okay, I got to get that, whatever that product was. So the more you can speak in terms of benefits, the more you are speaking her language. Number 4, be confident. I wasn't confident for many years. The first 2 years I was in it, it was always really awkward to me when it got to the close because I felt like I was selling something to them. But I'll tell you what, the opportunity for you to go over the closing sheet and to go over the sets with them, that is your opportunity to take away confusion. If there's confusion in their mind, they're not going to buy. And so during the party, there's a lot of products going around, a lot of things. They don't really know what's what because they don't necessarily remember. So your job when you get to the closing is to be very confident, give them each a closing sheet, and go over each set with them and explain, this is what this does, this is why you need it. Here's the benefit to you. This is that number 2. This is why you need it. This is the benefit to you. This is what it does. Here's the benefit to you. Go through all of those sets and really explain and give your expert recommendations. I absolutely recommend you need this cleanser and this moisturizer because if you're using soap or shampoo or you're mixing brands, you're going to get breakouts. It's chemical warfare on your skin. They're breaking up your skin because the ingredients are fighting on your skin, so they're causing breakouts. So it's super important that you use products that are scientifically formulated to work together. This does everything your skin needs. And 1 step in the morning, 1 minute at night, 1 minute in the morning, 1 minute at night, does everything your skin needs. So I'm always stressing about the different sets so that they're not confused. I once went to a party where they sold those wall decals that you put on your walls, and the lady, at the end was like, okay, those are all the sets, and I was like, she handed me a catalog of 1,000 items and 1,000 sizes, and I just stared at it. I'm like, well, I want a decal, but she's over there talking, and she's not. She's just like, whatever you guys want, just come up to me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. She didn't come to get us. She didn't sit with us one-on-one. And so I think I bought just a little, but I felt very like sad about it. I was like, why? She was supposed to be like my expert. So, had she been like, hey, listen, here's what you need. This is the size you need. This is what you need. I would have bought from her, but she didn't do any of that. So that's our job, is you need to be their expert. You need to tell them. They want to hear from you. They don't know anything about skincare. They want someone to tell them what they need. So when you sit with them, you're giving them that confidence, like, okay, she's going to help me develop a plan. This is what I need. This is awesome. This is perfect. So be that expert for her and be confident. So that is 4. Okay, number 5 is have a closing sheet and review the sheet for 5 to 7 minutes with the group, highlighting the best sets, which I just kind of talked about. But, yeah, it's so important to go over the closing sheet and have a closing sheet and give them each one. And I laminate mine so they don't take it home. So I definitely go over the different sets with them and spend time doing that, 5 to 7 minutes. I used to blow through that. I used to pass out catalogs. Catalogs are the worst thing you can do. You pass out a catalog and every single product in there, so people get overwhelmed and they buy nothing. So don't hand out catalogs. Hand out closing sheets. Closing sheets give them clarity. They help their brain think. They put everything in sets. They're like, oh, this makes sense. Okay, that's what I want. Perfect. So that's what you want. You want to make it easy for them. So that's our job. It's not to sell to them, but it's to give them choices and make it really clear. And they can make the choice themselves. I don't think our job is to sell anything. Our job is to just make things really clear for people, and they get to decide if they want to buy or not. And if they don't want to buy, they don't have to buy. And if they want to buy, they buy. So our job is never to sell. Okay, so that's I think that was number 5. Sorry, I keep having to look back at my phone at my notes. I'm at a hotel right now. Okay, number 6, let them know they get a one-on-one consultation with you so you can help them get the best deal and pick out the perfect sets for them. Yeah, super important. Like while you're having the party, no, they're going to get a one-on-one consultation with you where you're going to go over all the different sets. Then they're like, oh, good. And say that a few times so that they're like, okay, at the end I'm going to talk with her one-on-one. Cool. If I have questions, I'll be able to go over this. So that's great. Okay. Yeah, baby. Mommy's on a quick call, okay?
Mommy, I spilled water.
You spilled water? Okay, I'll come clean up. Just give me 1 sec, okay? Just go. You can get a towel in the bathroom. Okay, we spilled some water, probably in bed that I'm sleeping in. Okay, number 7. When sitting with them one-on-one, ask these 4 questions. How did your skin feel? Did you have fun? What's on your wish list? What would you like to get started with today? Okay, that's like the standard questions you can ask. You ask this, hey, how'd your skin feel? Cool. Did you have fun? Oh, you did. Good. So what's on your wish list? All right. And let me write those down. Okay. What do you want to start with today? Now, sometimes those seem a little canned to me. So number 8 is if those questions aren't your style, you can always ask these questions. So how's your skin? Is it good? How do you like it? Is it good? Okay, cool. How do you like to format it today? Was this cool? Oh yeah, you liked it? Okay, good. So what were your favorite products that you use? Okay, and you jot down little notes on the back of their profile in that little pink box at the bottom. And then I just say, okay, so all right, I wrote down like 7 things here. Let's narrow down your list and write down what you'd actually like to get. Would it be helpful if I gave you the price for all these items and then we can just like work within your budget? People love that. So then I write down next to all of the things on her wish list for budget. I write down it was $55 for this one, it was $12 for this one, it was $15 for this one. Okay, right? All these items are $158. What do you think? Oh gosh, that's like totally not what it's like way more than I want to spend. I'm like, okay. So number 9 is be your best friend and her ally and let her know that you work with her to get her the best deal. So if there's something she definitely wants, but she's not going to buy anything, you can do something like, okay, so like she's not going to buy anything else. Like let's say she's like, I want this, this, and this. Okay, that's $70. That's all I want to spend today is $70. Then you could say something like, okay, so it looks like your total right now is $70. Would you like anything else? No, thanks. Like that's totally all I'm getting. Okay, well, I know you really wanted like this microdermabrasion. What if I threw that in for half price for you? So instead of it being $55, it'll only be $27.50. Right? More often than not, they're like thrilled about that. They're like, come on, are you serious? Like they're so excited that you're going to throw in a deal like that for them. So I just like work with them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I make my profit. I'm going to make my profit on, but then I'm willing to give away a little bit so that she feels really happy and she gets like exactly what she needs. Like Mary Kay always said, we should never break up a cleanser from a moisturizer. Don't break the basic. So if she's just buying a cleanser, I'm like, no, I just can't let you do this. I know you said you can't spend more, but what if I just threw in the moisturizer at half price? Because you need it. It like works like a family, right? So I will do things like that so that she gets better results. And yes, I may not have made more on doing that, but I don't lose money for sure. And I get her on products that she's going to be happy about. So that's my ultimate goal, is to make sure she has sets that make her happy. And number 10 is to always check back in 2 days later. When you check back in 2 days later, you wouldn't believe how many people are like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that item. Can I order that too? They like get home and they forgot they needed foundation primer. They forgot they needed eye makeup remover. They forgot whatever. So just being in contact with them is such a huge thing. So anyway, so that's my top 10 list I wanted to share. It's been so crazy busy. We've been doing Facebook Live parties like bananas, like so exciting. I have 60 personal guests confirmed for my next one, which has been very exciting. And I'm booking parties like bananas. We have tons of bridal parties going on right now and tons of leads from my lead jars. It's crazy exciting. And so someone today messaged me. She was worried that I hadn't been around as much on social media. And I'm like, because it's like I'm working like crazy. So things are really crazy, amazing, awesome. And I love the race of it all, don't you? I just get so excited about the race. So anyway, I'm cheering you all on for a huge, like, end of the year win from now till June. And then we all are on that cruise together. I'm hustling for that cruise. There's no way I'm not going on that cruise. So I'm excited about that. So anyway, it's Executive Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director Michelle Cunningham. And I hope you have a fabulous Friday. Goodbye.